Greatest treasure on the high seas.
Wait a minute, Dobbs. This isn't a map to gold doubloons. This is a map to Furvana 2025.
Aye, so it is. Well then, not just attendees of this shoot. This weekend, you're not just attendees, you're crewmates on the greatest voyage of the ocean.
Let's see where this treasure map leads us to. Right here. So first stop, making pirate hats in the lobby today at 5:30. You'll be needing a hat if you be joining this crew. And in case you miss it today, they'll be back tomorrow at 12:30 for another session.
And at 6 o'clock sharp, Boxdoon will be dropping some electronica beats. Don't miss it.
Right there, Tomorrow, bright and early, well, at 9:30, that's our charity auction. So bring your gold and help support a worthy cause. More on that later.
At 2 p.m. in the West parking lot, you won't want to miss the car show. Shiny paint, big engines, and maybe a parrot or two.
And then at 3 p.m., also right here, we'll welcome What Strange Beasts for a live performance. Oh, then at the stroke of midnight, howl with the pack at the midnight howl right out on the beach.
Sunday brings more treasure. At noon, gather for the Grand Fursuit Parade, a sight fit for the King's ransom.
At 2 p.m., the dance competition takes the stage, where the boldest dancers battle it out for glory.
And what is the voyage without legends to guide us? Please welcome our guests of honor.
First up, our artist guest of honor, Sean the Girl. She's an artist and animator, trained with Don Bluth, and she has been coming to Furvana since year one. Very happy to have her here as our artist guest of honor.
Hello, everybody. A little about myself, Sean the Girl, also Fritter Critter. That's my suit persona. As I said, classically trained by Don Bluth in animation. You've probably seen me at the Safeway in my pajamas. I'm everybody's punk rock auntie, so if you just need a little bit of a cheering up or something like that, totally available for that. I have 3 panels. I have the drawing your ref sheet. That's at 7. At 10 is our furry love line, where you can get some relationship advice. And then tomorrow there is a parenting furry kids, which is going to delve into my psychology degree. So you can see me there or at my table in the den.
And our writer guest of honor, a Seattle local, publishing gay Asian literature, focusing on body positivity. Please welcome our Al Song.
Hey everyone, I am Al Song, or you can call me Al. Just kind of like the song. Yeah, I know, grown. But yeah, 15 years ago, I started writing in the furry fandom, and I started learning how to write via furry fiction panels. So, you know. And tomorrow I have a panel at 10 a.m. and 10 p.m. One is for all ages, the other is for adults. I think you can guess one is for one and the other. So, last year I got my MFA in creative writing, and that is a master's in creative writing. And 15 years ago, when I started reading furry fiction, I didn't see a lot of folks like me in those stories, so I was like, hey, you know what, I want to change that. And now I'm at 20 publications. You can find my stuff at Fur Planet and Fenris Publishing. And next week, I will be going to Berlin to be teaching on a Fulbright scholarship. So this is kind of my last hurrah. So thank you very much for having me as the guest of honor. I've been living close to Seattle for most of my life, and I just want to thank you all as well.
Thank you very much to both our wonderful guests of honor this year. Yarr. 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 And speaking of legends, I'm also happy to welcome up to the stage Metal Fox to talk about this year's convention charity.
Hey everyone, so I'm here on behalf of SR3. They're this year's charity recipient. SR3 stands for Rescue, Research, and Rehabilitation. So what they do in that regards, there is only one place in the West Coast that can actually perform emergency medical surgery operations in the West Coast, and that's in California. We now have one here in Washington State. That's SR3. So they actually have an ambulance. So for instance, please, since it's seal breeding season, please don't go out to the rocks to where the little baby seals are. I know they're adorable.
Do not breed
We have to
seals.
leave them alone. But if there are any that are abandoned or in need of medical attention, NOAA would technically reach out to this group or whichever group is closest available, and they would send out an ambulance to go rescue them. So on that topic, if you could scroll down a little bit for the webpage here, if that's doable. One of the, next slide. It's not a PowerPoint presentation. The two charity items for this year. One of the charity items from SR3 is I asked them what they're donating this year. They said, follow me. I followed them, and they took me to a tent. I stepped inside the tent, and as soon as my eyes adjusted, I looked down and saw that the tent was filled with baby seals. My heart melted, and I said, is this? And they said, yes. The charity donation item is you get a behind-the-scenes tour of what we do here at SR3. And it happens to be seal mating season, so we're taking care of pups right now.
If one was to go missing, would you be mad?
Yes, you would. This is why it's not sold to the public. The only place to be able to get an opportunity like this is specific. The only place to get an opportunity like this to be able to see them is, okay? I know this is a pirate convention. Just to look at them is to get an opportunity at our auction and not sold in the public. So if you want an opportunity like that, you could either go to our auction or you can sign up to be a volunteer, which is a 1.5 to 2 year waiting list. So that's how adorable they are. The second and last item here for the charity auction, we're gonna have our auction, as you heard upstage when you found that in the treasure here, 9:30 to 12:30.
9:30.
Exactly. Is we're just raffling, or no, sorry, we're just auctioning off 10 to 12 items only. So I encourage you to attend during that time because there will be some captains of the sea that could bid on their own, but if there's something in the auction you want, I recommend working together as a team. And one of the items is we have 2 Furvana plushies this year. The first one, if you win it as an auction item, you will become king/queen/emperor of the pirates for the whole convention. Arr! So if you want that title, it comes with Furvana in the cage and the pirate jacket that you receive for that. So the other plushie that's being auctioned is going to be a surprise auction, guys, over at Closing Ceremonies. It's big. So see you at the charity auction, and hopefully we can raise money for SR3. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Middle House. Of course, when you're not questing here, there's treasure all over Ocean Shores. Rent a beach bike, challenge your mates at the Pacific Paradise Arcade with bumper boats, or race go-karts at Playtime Family Fun Arcade.
And don't forget, plenty of fine local restaurants to fill your bellies after a long day's adventure.
Galway Bay, says I.
Now, before you take to the sands, a word on beach safety. Don't drive into the water, stick to the packed sand. Happens every year.
Every year.
Keep an eye on the tides, they roll in fast on this flat shore. And alcohol is allowed on the beach, but not in the car.
And if there's anything you need help with during the convention, con-ops can be found at the far end of the main lobby. I'm going to introduce Kat, our HR Kat, up here to talk briefly about what con-ops is for.
Hello everybody, ConOps is going to be a great place if you are volunteering this weekend, where you will check in and check out for your hours, earn that free stay next time. It is also where we have our lost and found, and if you have any security problems or just need general assistance, we're there to help you.
And our ship is kept safe by the finest crew on the seas, the Dorsai regulars. Look for the berets and red vests, and if you have any concerns, they'll gladly help.
Actually, do we have the Dorsai in the crowd here? If you want to raise your hand. Ah, in the back there. Yeah, fine gentleman right there in the back. Furvana found the first clue to the treasure.
What is this? It looks like some sort of riddle. It says, Black Muzzle's treasure lies waiting to find. A series of clues through township is twined. Sharp wit and swift paw, plus many a friend, will lead you to britches at last riddle's end. A fish that eats plastic to keep the beach clear. Your journey advances at the sign here.
A fish that eats plastic. If you need to see that riddle again, it will be out in the main lobby later. But for now, welcome friends aboard Furvana's 2025 voyage. We've got 3 days of adventure ahead.
Furvana 2025 is officially open.
And the treasure